Hey, what's up guys, welcome to FindGap, and in today's video I'm going to teach you how to map array of objects in ReactJS. This is very important to learn this concept because when you build React applications you often need to display list of data. For example, a list of your friends in your social media application, a list of products in e-commerce website, or a list of team members in a software house. So data source can be different. Maybe you are getting data from an API, or no matter from where the data actual is coming. But in this video we will learn how we can display that data in a list. We will use the JavaScript map function, and for data source you can use the dummy API, but I will create an array of objects inside my app component, and then we will use the map function to display that data. So without any delay, let's start. So first of all, let's just create an array of objects and put some dummy data in it. So I will type here const users is equal to, first of all we will define an empty array. Inside this we need to define object like this, like id is equal to, for example, 2, and name is equal to Fahim, and similarly profession. So I have already write this string, and here for example we will have an image. So about the image, I have copied this link from internet. So this is the data of one user, and for example if we have 3 users, we will simply press comma, copy this and paste here 2 times, and similarly you need to change the data here inside the values of this object. So I have done that. I have created an array of objects, and each object contain 4 keys: id, name, profession and image, and I have put some dummy data inside this. As you can see, this is my array. Now we need to display the list here. So what we are going to do, but before writing my JSX, I want to show you my app.csx. If I show you, I have a users class and a wrap class. Obviously I have some classes that I am going to use inside my this video. The reason I am showing you, if you want the same output, you can pause this video and copy and paste this CSS. Otherwise you can write your CSS according to your own, because this is not our topic. Our topic is how we can display this. So first of all, inside our return statement I will create a heading which will say FindGap team, and after this we need to put these brackets so I can write my JSX JavaScript in it. So first of all I will type users. Users is the array that we have created here inside our app component, and we have put some dummy data inside this, and then you will press dot, and then you will type the map. Map is a JavaScript function, and then you will type here this, and inside this you have to pass a callback function. So I will pass an arrow function here like this, and inside the arrow function we will accept a parameter which will be single object. So basically this map will, each time, this is same as loop, each time map will iterate through our array. A single array item which is currently an object will be stored inside our this parameter user. So the first time map function will call this callback function, and inside this user, once the first time this callback function that we have write inside our map function as an arrow function, so the first user data which is inside our array, this, so Fahim, so this data will be stored inside our this user. So we can easily get our values. For example, if we want to get id, so we can type here user.id. So this is how we can access data of each user. Okay, so now let me remove this, and we need to write some JSX inside this. So first of all I will create a div here, and we need to define a key inside this, user.id. So this is a React rule that React says each time you create a list of items inside the map, make sure to provide a unique key. This should not be a random key, but for example if you are getting data from a data source or from a database, you can use your database ID. So this key should be unique and consistent, not be random. So this is the React requirement, so that's why we have passed our key, as a user ID. And second thing, I'm going to define a class which is wrap. So I have already defined this class in my backend. If you see here, dot wrap, and I have given some style to this which you can see on my screen. And similarly, now I will create another div which will say image wrap. Inside this I need to create my image, and from source I will type this and remove these double quotations, and inside this I will type user.img. So as we know that image exists inside our each object image key is exists. So I have stored a URL of image from internet, and obviously we can ignore this alt attribute at the moment. After this I will create another div dsc. The reason why I am displaying some extra divs, not extra divs here, is because my CSS is depending on this specific JSX structure. So that's why we need to define a proper HTML or JSX structure here if we want to design. So that's why it is better to, instead of directly writing these image HTML and your paragraphs inside this, to define a proper HTML, so later we can style that easily. And now before this map we also need one more thing, which is div.users. So its ending div would be after this users dot map function here. And now if you can see that it is displaying me an error, the reason is inside our map function we have to return this JSX. So first of all, what I'm going to do, I will remove this semicolon from here, and we need to cut this div. And first of all I will type a return statement here, semicolon, and inside this I will paste this. If you have a single line div, for example only a p element, then you can ignore this return statement, because in arrow function if there is only one statement that will be returned automatically. But currently you can see that our JSX is bigger, so that's why we need to use a proper return statement. You can see this is our components return statement, but inside our map you must have to return this JSX. You cannot directly print this. Once you will return this, and then that JSX will be printed here after the class or inside the this div element with class users. Now here we need to create two p elements, and the first p element will be of class name and the second p element would be of class profession. So again here I need to type this parenthesis, so I can write user dot name, and similarly I will copy and paste this, and here I need to type user dot profession. So we have done with our code. Now let me run the application. So npm run start, so we can see the output. Okay, we have some errors in our code. Okay, so friends, I just run this command again, and I believe that there was no error. Let me click on this URL. Okay, so friends, you can see that, first of all let me define, okay, h1 tag is defined. Okay friends, so you can see that the list is displaying very beautifully on our screen. So friends, this is how we can use the map function to iterate data from an array or array of objects and display that in our React application. So two things that I should repeat, you should keep in mind. One is inside the map function you have to pass a callback function, and on your each callback one item from your array will be stored inside this default parameter. The second thing is you must need to provide a key to your each item inside your map statement. And the third thing you need to keep remember is you should use a return statement inside your map callback function. So friends, I hope that this video will be helpful for you. If you have any question, you can ask us in the comment section. We will try to answer your question, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel for our regular videos. And finally, thanks for watching.